Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly show where we're happy April Fool's Day is behind us. This is episode 257. My name is Matt. With me is Neil. Hi, Neil.
I'm Tom Brady. I'm joining Twitter. I quit. I retire.
I know.
Terrible.
Do you like April Fool's Day?
No, but I do like that now that I'm older, nothing really happens that gets me. The only thing I saw, because when I was a kid, people would do stuff, and I'd be like, what, really? And they're like, oh, April Fool's. And I'm like, oh. You know, like stuff like my sister broke her arm. I'm like, oh, my God, that sucks.
Yeah.
She owes me a handy. What's going on, bro?
She got another hand.
And then it would be like, no, April Fool's. So I'm glad that doesn't happen. There was one article that did get me for a moment. That was Carl Edwards was going to come back and race in NASCAR. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, there's no... And race for Penske. And I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, somebody's got their wires. And I'm like, oh, this is a stupid April Fool's thing. And it was. And I'm like,
well, I think that's the key to the April Fool's bits that are online and stuff is that there needs to be something in there that gives you the indication, okay, you can stop. This is a joke. Mm-hmm. Because otherwise, you just have to spend the whole day just ignoring everything. You literally have to be like, everything you read, you're just like... Fake news. Yeah,
totally. Yeah. I guess that's what it's like to be Trump. I mean, you just feel that way every day. You're like, that's
every
day
is April Fool's Day.
That's not real. That's not real.
So it gets a little frustrating. Luckily, it's only a day, and I don't want to sound like an old grumpy old man because I know I usually do. But it just that day, every time I see anything pop up on Twitter or anything, I'm just like, that's fucking horseshit.
Do your kids enjoy April Fools? Do they try and gag you, or they gag each other? Or? Not in a gross way. Not in a gross way. My older son said it's the worst day of his year. Oh, really? Wow.
He said, I think he's easily duped or something. He doesn't know who to trust.
You should you should have told him, wait till tomorrow. He'd be like, what? Yeah. April Fools. I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know.
It's not April Fools anymore. By the way, you were adopted.
Mm-hmm.
April Fools. That's a good one.
You're named after your dad.
Oh, no. So anyway, you want to talk about Yelp?
Oh, let's get into the Yelpers for me.
Yelp desk.
I picked one that's going to make the Home Depot one seem short.
Okay.
Totally kidding.
Long again.
There is April Fools. There is a local establishment here, which I know I told you about when you were in town, but we didn't go to. It's called Billco's, and it has like 78 or 80 beers on tap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's a pool place, and it's kind of, how would one describe it? It's local and a little low budget.
Is it divey kind of?
Yeah, it's pretty divey and a little violent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I would describe it like if there was like, I don't know, a trailer park built around it, you wouldn't be too surprised.
Okay.
But when you come down again and you see it, where it's located, you'd be like, I mean, it's kind of down the street from Napkins. You'd be like, wait, how is this place here?
Down from Napkins, so it's downtown.
Yeah, it's pretty much downtown. And I think it's been there for frickin' ever. And I believe whoever owns the bar actually owns the building too, so they don't have to go anywhere, which is fine because it serves its purpose.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the pool hall.
No, it's got darts and it's got a jukebox, but now it's one of the new video type jukeboxes of which they have control of behind the bar. So if they don't want your song to play next for some reason, they can actually delay.
I don't want your music.
That's right. I don't want your music. And it's got pool, and I don't know. We've been there a couple times. Every time you go, you have that feeling of like, I want to know where the exits are, and I don't want to stand next to anyone I really don't know.
You're checking the whole room I
apologize a lot at this place. I'm like, oh, my bad. Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. Oh, can I buy you a beer? Oh. You know, and that's... it's not good.
You remove a few earrings?
No. That I don't care about.
The tats probably give you a little bit of like cred.
The tats, yes and no, because like my tats, they have some artistic quality and they have colors and you can see kind of what they are.
Not enough skulls.
I've got plenty on my back, but if they were kind of like that weird bluish green and fading kind of thing, and maybe, I don't know, maybe a little 1938 to 45 Germany, I might fit a little bit. I'm just saying. It might fit in a little better.
Okay.
But anyway, so this is Billco's. This is from Grant.
Okay.
I don't think the Grant that we know, but it could be. You never know.
Not Grant from Michigan.
No, you never know. And here's Grant's experience. I've been a patron of Billco's for years, probably coming up on 20 years now, if not longer.
Oof,
Like,
who knows?
Yeah. I mean, how long has it been? I've always been treated well, so I thought. Okay.
Funny thing is, Billco's has actually only been open for 10 years.
That's right. I'm going to do an okay stop on myself. I've been treated well, so I thought. So you don't know if you were treated well? I understand I've been treated well up until this point.
Yeah.
I was, so I thought. As a child, I would play pool with my father. As an adult, I always drink black beer. That's the sentence.
That's it.
That's the sentence.
He went from I played pool with my dad to now I just drink black beer.
So he doesn't like pool anymore. Fuck
It's
pool.
one or the other.
Fuck
You're
his
either
dad,
playing
fuck
pool or you're drinking black beer.
My wife and I went down there tonight, and they tried to pass off a fingernail in the bottom of her beer for how the beer settled.
Gross.
I'm dumb and ignorant sometimes.
Self-aware.
Yeah. But when they pour beer out before letting me see what was in it to prove me wrong, I'm calling bullshit. I'll never never revisit this establishment. Good riddance. Sorry, Brett. Maybe you need to find new help.
So Brett's the owner?
I guess. Or maybe
It would be
Brett
great
Michaels.
if it wasn't.
Maybe Brett Michaels was playing.
Sorry,
that
Brett.
night. Sorry, Brett. Just some dude he was sitting next to.
Yeah,
P.S.
he's typing it in while a guy's next to him.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right. Sorry, Brett.
Oh, I typed that out.
Yeah. P.S. I mentioned that I drink black beer, thinking to myself, how many fingernail cocktails have I been served in the past?
Well, maybe he needs to switch it to a light lager. You can see those fingernails coming from a mile away. That's pretty gross, though.
Yeah, I know, it was pretty bad. But the whole thing, I'm dumb and ignorant sometimes.
Yeah, this guy's keeping it real.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking judge me. I already did.
As a child, I would play pool with my father. I like that the dad took him to Billco's to play pool. Maybe it was the only pool hall in town.
So it's minors allowed?
I think well, they do have kind of like this weird old school saloon railing between the actual bar and the pool hall. Pool room.
So the kids can be in
So I
there.
think
Either
if you're
that or
not-
maybe Brett turned a blind eye.
Right. And for some reason I thought somebody told me that sometimes they do like
Brett probably has a blind eye.
like an 18 and younger night where they just don't serve beer until after midnight and then like kids can go in there. I don't know. I should ask Annalise. She would know.
They just have teenage mixers in there.
Mm-hmm. I will say this place overall gets 3.5 stars.
Ah,
And
so not great, not terrible.
I read a bunch of these because they were hilarious. A lot of them start with, this place sucks.
Let's just get that out of the way. I want you to understand.
One starts with, yeah, still terrible.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And you said you've been in there, what, a couple times?
So we went when we first moved. Yeah, I want to say 3 or 4 times. Our friend who works for Lagunitas Brewing Company will sometimes have a cask special there or something, and she doesn't want to be there alone, so she tries to get as many of her friends to go down to kind of override the maybe less desirable.
Sure. There's a rough element there.
It's so bad that people will post pictures of the bartenders they don't like or the beer people that they don't like.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Billco's. Go visit.
Go visit if you want.
1234 1234 3rd Street, Napa, California.
Check it out.
There you go.
So you're a guy
Sometimes, most of the time.
who likes to rock the vanity plates on your cars.
I do. I'm a vanity plate aficionado.
What do your plates say today?
Well, let's say we just hung up some license plates in the backyard for fun because we're doing a whole old kind of Route 66 motif because that fits in with our decor. So I had Devil Car for a while.
You did?
I did on my red Mustang.
Okay.
Had Isogenics for a while
Because you were pimping that product.
I had DAPF2 for a while.
Because somebody had DAPF?
No, because yes, somebody has DAPF pod. That would be Annalise on her car.
Yeah.
So I got DAPF2 because you can't do DAPF pod 2.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do DAPF PD 2 because then it was like DAPF PD. It didn't make any sense.
Right.
But right now I'm rocking Jamaica.
Okay. Spelled out?
JAMAYCA.
Gotcha.
Somebody had the actual Jamaica. Annalise has deep DAPF pod, and then on our weekends,
Annalise says, "Fuck Neil."
Yeah, Annalise has God really. On our weekend vehicle, we have Bark Box because it's kind of boxy and the dog's going.
So you got a box in there. That's going to come up later.
Oh boy, come on.
So I found this on lamag.com.
Okay. I got a new magazine today, by the way, just to step on your story. It's
Sure.
called Dogster. I subscribe to it.
You subscribe to it, so it comes digitally. It does not come in the mail.
No, it comes in the mail. Oh, is that not what a subscription is?
I guess it's the same thing. I just think of subscribe as like an online type deal, but you're right. You're right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I get Dogster now. Today's issue, this month's issue is about 101 dog foods.
Great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So go on. Go on. This is what I do with my spare time.
By the way, I got a postcard today from my friend. He's down visiting San Diego. Yeah. Anyway.
You're going to miss me when I'm gone.
So this is a story from lamag.com. When a DMV customer wanted to supposedly express his affection for his two children, Kyle and Sean, he applied for a vanity plate that read KYLSEAN. A sharp-eyed DMV staffer reviewing that proposed plate quickly raised an alarm. "Kill Sean," he scrawled on the side of the application. "Request denied."
Nice.
Kyle Sean was one of 250,000 requests for personalized plates that the California DMV fielded in 2018. Whew.
That's, if you think about it, that's not a lot.
No, but every year?
Oh, every year.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but yeah. But
these are new plates. Like I'm saying, like if you're just re-registering,
I brought Bark Box over from another. Yeah, I very rarely redo my vanity plates on a new vehicle because I'm like, vanity plates are stupid. I don't know why anybody has them. So when I sell a car or trade in a car with vanity plates, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. And then about 8 months later, I'm like, oh, you know, it'd be a cool vanity plate. My dick don't work.
So this is a process you must have gone through. Applicants are required to fill out a form listing the personalized plate they desire, along with a brief explanation as to why they want it.
When I got Devil Car, I didn't think I was going to get it because it's DEVL space CAR.
So did you have to put an explanation of why you were doing Devil Car? What was your explanation?
I said my car is a deep red and it looks satanic, and they gave it to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, whether or not the plate sees the light of day falls to a panel of 4 beleaguered bureaucrats who weed through the slush pile and ferret out requests.
Beleaguered, not cool.
What?
I would love that job.
Oh, so that's the thing. So let me finish the sentence.
Yeah, sorry.
Ferret out requests that are racist, tawdry, or otherwise offensive. I think this would be the fucking greatest job in the world.
Absolutely.
You just get to read through this shit every day and go, no. You have quite a veto power, and you get to look all this shit up. That's the best part because and I imagine, by the way, I hope it's like all 4 of them sitting around in like a bullpen style setup and they're just throwing names off each other. Helpful departmental guidelines also warn reviewers to watch out for words like pink, monkey, and muffin, all euphemisms for vagina.
Yeah.
Along with their phallic counterparts like knackers, anaconda, and nards. Dude.
Yeah.
I want to put my anaconda in your muffin.
Yeah, I like I said, there's a couple that I've seen too.
That you're not sure how they got approved?
How they get through.
Yeah.
I would imagine too if the explanation, although I think it's funny because you have to give an explanation. So the kill Sean, I'm surprised they didn't say, oh, in the explanations, my son is Kyle and Sean.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't just, they can take the explanation, but they can still say, sorry, it looks offensive.
Weird. Yeah.
Right.
That's because then, with that, he could go Sean Kyle then.
Easily.
Yeah.
So just make it that. I mean, but yes, that was kind of funny. There are exceptions, however. While box is generally rejected as a vagina reference.
Oh, I wonder if that's why I didn't get, because mine isn't actually Bark Box. It's BARK BXX. But I wrote as the description Bark Box. I would imagine they figured
they let you get
it's
away
a
with
barking vagina. It's a gassy vagina.
Well, but this is the wrinkle. The DMV will allow it on a plate if the customer owns a box-type vehicle, such as a Scion or Porsche Boxster, like your Porsche Boxster.
Right. I don't like that car. But
don't drive that one.
No, don't drive that one.
Just leave that. That's going to park in the back with your Route 66 decor. Similarly, only cars built in 1969 can use the number 69 on their plates.
Right.
Yeah.
That's been around for a long, long time. And I do believe that it's actually that way for any year vehicle. Like you can't put like 71 CUDA on a
Really?
74 Ford.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's still ways around that. I think it's mostly just with the 69 thing because, and by the way, it's hilarious that people still do the 69 thing. Like there's at least one, I think maybe two teams in my hockey league where there's a number 69 on the other team. I'm like, really? Like, did you get it and like kind of snort through your nose? Dude,
Yeah.
I'll be 69. It's going to be hilarious.
It's weird when I see it in the pros too. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I hope that it was just one of those things that you got that number as a kid and then you're like, well, I'm just keeping it because as a kid you probably weren't like, I want 69.
Right.
But I'm also thinking like as a kid, I mean, there are other numbers for that position. You don't have to have a 69.
No, but in football you run out of numbers. And so I can understand like lineman being number 69. I get it.
Annalise just walked in. She's like, I feel like I walk in every time at the wrong time.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah. So hopefully as they grew up, somebody was like, that's not cool. But there's so many more numbers you can use. And even in football, yeah, you run out of numbers, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I see a lineman with 69, that doesn't bother me. But
Not
when
as
you
much.
see a hockey team that only has
Softball
14
player.
players and a guy's 69, you're like, dude, come on.
Adult co-ed softball.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
The hammer.
Fuck, you're lucky 69 isn't in the name of the team.
Yeah, right.
So, anyway.
Yeah, drunk dong 69, you know.
Also armed with Google Translate, Wikipedia, and Urban Dictionary, the DMV's sentries gamely managed to weed out profanity in multiple language, coded Nazi symbolism, and obscure internet acronyms. Again, awesome job.
Yeah. So I was at work and we saw a custom plate that was FRIJOL5.
FRIJOL5.
Mm-hmm.
Is this for beans?
Frijole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, that's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty solid.
I was going to ask you, do you remember the 80s game show Bumper Stumpers? It's the one where they had to guess. People had to guess. I think it was called Bumper Stumpers. It was called where people had to guess the they would put vanity plates up and then people had to guess what they meant.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy show.
Yeah.
It had kind of a similar vibe to like Supermarket Sweep or Scrabble.
Right.
You know, those games.
Right.
That kind of vibe.
Pyramid.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Not nearly as good as Card Sharks or
Is
Joker's
that no
Wild.
whammies, no whammies, no whammies?
No, that's Press Your Luck.
Oh, okay. What was Joker's
Card
Wild?
Sharks, you're playing like fucking actual, like a card game, like a casino game.
Okay.
And then
were the cards huge?
Yeah, they were huge.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you could move them around, like discard one and get a new one and all that stuff. It was a fucking awesome game. Like I'm surprised they weren't smoking on set.
I'm sure they were.
Have you ever seen one of those? Have you ever seen a game show taped?
Yeah, like an old. Oh no, you mean live?
They've been there. Yeah.
No.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I went to
imagine.
Sale of the Century 100 years ago, and you're probably like, "What is that show exactly?"
Yeah, what is that show?
It was only on for 2 or 3 years, I think. And
How does a game show fail? Are there not enough old people?
Maybe they just get pushed out by better ideas. I don't know. It just didn't resonate with that crowd, the Smuckers crowd. Mm-hmm. But it's funny because the first time I realized, they record like 3 of these.
Oh, yeah.
And the people change their clothes. Because when you're watching as a kid, you're like, oh my God, these people got to come back every fucking day.
Yeah, no. And that's, I also believe that's one reason why a lot of the game shows went to the waist up so that you could just change shirts, change tops.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to share some of the more brazen, creative, and accidentally provocative plates, complete with the applicant's explanation and the DMV's deadpan response.
Nice.
Ready?
Yeah.
Plate number 1, Be My Bae, BEMYBAE. Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
The person's explanation, in remembrance of me and my girlfriend's anniversary, meaning be my bae before anyone else. DMV, bae equals poop in Danish. Verdict, no.
That's a little much, though. I mean, no one's going to say be my poop and drive around in their car.
How many Danish people are running around California?
My old boss at a salon had a red Mustang, Mine was burgundy, but she had a red one, and she wanted custom plates. And so I suggested Red Rocket, and they gave it to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And so when her husband drove it, he's like, hey, Dick, thanks a lot for that. Because now I have guys driving up along me. They're like, hey, Red Rocket, yeah, you go. And called them names.
Nice. Next up is It's Lit. ITSLIT.
IT slit.
Mm-hmm. Lit is a slang term which means good, amazing, etc. DMV. Lit equals intoxicated. Slit equals rude slang for a woman or a vagina. Verdict, no. It's slit. Next is Schlafer. SCHLAFR. Schlafer is German for sleeper, says the person.
Oh,
DMV. Okay. Also means sleeper in the sense of an inactive agent or terrorist, citing Wikipedia. Verdict, no.
That's great. I kind of want to get turned down for one now.
Well, it's so funny how deep they go to find these things and reject them. And then there's going to be a few that are going to get accepted here, which might surprise you. Next is ONW2BYB. And they say, explanation, on my way to bang your bitch. DMV says what he said. Verdict, no. I love how he's just forthcoming about it. Listen, it's rough.
All you'd have to say is on my way to bed and breakfast, and you would have been good.
Oh, bang your bitch. Next is HUF4RTD, which of course looks like explanation. This is a reach. Have unwavering faith for respect the day. That was their explanation.
Sure.
DMV. Who farted? Verdict, no. I just love how they try. DMV's like, nope.
And now I'm more surprised that Devil Car got through.
It's amazing, but there is one that has some similarity to that later. Dick out. DICKOUT.
All right.
Celebration of my son moving out of the house. Dick's out. Great. DMV just writes dick. Verdict, no.
I would love if then his wife got one that said keep it out.
Next up is DCKXTSN. I'm the extension of my dad. My father's name is Dick, and I was named after him. DMV, Dick extension. Customer's name is Brant. Verdict, no.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I love it. You're not getting away with this one, Brant. Moby Cat, all one word. I have a white cat named Moby. I want to name my white car after her. DMV, Moby Dick? Moby Cat? Vagina? Verdict, no. What?
That one's, yeah, I think I would have went with Moby Cat. I mean, that's not bad. Even if that's what it meant.
I don't know.
So
that's
could you come back with Cat Moby?
Yeah, that's a bit rough, though.
Yeah,
I think you let that get away. They'll get away with that.
Yeah,
anyway. Next one is HOTNSXE.
Hot and sexy.
Myself being a middle-aged woman, they say. DMV, hot and sexy. Verdict, yes.
Anybody who's listening who has ability to do this, if you could just splice Matt saying myself being a middle-aged woman and just loop that for me, that would be great. There's a shirt.
Oh,
Matt, quote.
Middle-aged woman.
Myself.
It's kind of how I act sometimes, I guess. Hot and sexy. They said yes. Fucking go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Next is getting busy. GETNBSY.
Okay.
We are always getting busy in our home. I'm a single mom. Work, school, band, city council meetings, sports, doctor's appointment. Getting busy. DMV says getting busy. Approved.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they let that one go.
Yeah, especially I can see it if it was for a business. Like the business name was Getting Busy, and what they do is, I don't know, whatever they do, they have sex all day long. Then it's like, oh, it's your business, sure.
It's a sex doll company.
Yeah.
Getting busy. That could
it's
be
like the sanitation company out here. It's called Kerplunk.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and they have license plates that say Kerplunk. So.
Oh, gross. Next up, fishball. FSHBALL. Explanation, simply, fishball. DMV says fish, ball, some sort of sexual? Verdict, no.
They don't even know. They're like,
They literally have no idea.
Fishball is something you eat.
I don't like the
just
sound of it.
suck on.
Nope.
No,
I think they're abusing their power a little
I
bit.
think so.
There's a few more. Gas passer. GASPASR.
But see, again, if it was on a Tesla,
Right. Or in this case, I am a nurse anesthetist. How do you say that?
anesthesiologist.
But it's not anesthesiologist. It's I don't know. They said it as nurse anesthetist or anesthetist. It must be anesthetist. DMV writes, gas passer. She passes gas, parentheses, farts. No.
I think what would be fun is the replies, because you can kind of dig a little bit, but you got to keep it, one sentence. So she passes gas, farts,
Whatever.
no.
I
Yeah.
just envision these four people sitting around bouncing these ones off each other. What do you think of this one? What about fishball? Because that one came up in the meeting, and they're like, fishball. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Gamer, GAYMUR.
Yeah.
Am a gay man who loves playing video games.
No.
Gay gamer. DMV, looks like he's saying gamer but using gay. Could be taken offensively? Verdict, approved.
Oh, all right. Good for him.
So gamer works. 3 more. We love PS. WELUV PS. Explanation, we love Palm Springs. DMV, looks like we love pussy. Verdict, no.
I bet who got that plate so far from loving pussy if they love Palm Springs.
Absolutely. That person is probably 72. You know what I mean?
No, those two people are gamers. GAYMUR. Yeah.
I would just love to see these people opening up the mail that they get, and it says, you're talking about pussy. And they're like, what?
Now I want to know how many of these get approved after, like, a 74-year-old, male gay couple goes, no, we love Palm Springs.
Right.
We certainly do not love.
No.
Yeah. We're upset we came out of one, let alone do we love one.
Yeah. 2 more. Tuna fish. TUNAFSH.
Okay.
I'm a professional I'm a professional.
Sure.
I'm a professional fisherman, and I fish for tuna all over the world. DMV, I Googled him. He is, and he does. Verdict, no.
Oh, my God.
Why? I love it. They're like, you know what? That's legit, but fuck you. You're not getting it. Tuna fish? Come on.
Yeah.
Finally, plate is Satan, S8 TAN.
Okay.
So similar to your devil.
Yeah.
Devil boy. What is it? Devil guy?
Devil car.
Devil car. Explanation. Saint Anne is an important historical figure and someone who I modeled my life after. DMV. Satan. Verdict? Yes. They approved it.
Fair enough. Well, maybe yeah. I was surprised.
The logic is confusing. They're not consistent.
I had a backup plate for that car because I'm like, there's no way they'll give me devil car. I mean, there's just no way. Yeah. And they did. I think my favorite part was when I had to go to my grandma's funeral and I was parked in the church parking lot with my devil car.
That's one of those where you're like, I'm going to go park over here around the side.
Yeah, Matt, that's exactly what I did.
Did you?
I went and parked around the side. No, I was parked front and center.
Fucking you don't give a shit.
Oh, dude.
I would like to see somebody submit an application that has yours, but like with stipulations, like they submit like 9 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, if not this one, then this one. If not this one, then this one. Just keep going down the list.
Well, I know. I thought now that a lot of theirs, like the generator, the license plate generator that you put in, like you can't put in pussy or cock or anything like that. It just won't even accept any of them, sadly. So I think that weeds out quite a bit. But yeah, I guess some of these do get through. The tuna one is throwing me off.
That's it's true. It's legit. He does that. Fuck him. He doesn't get it.
No, he doesn't get it.
Maybe they got something against tuna fishermen.
Maybe tuna taco.
Oh, well. So I have been critical, Neil, of Boston Dynamics on this show.
Matt, I'm going to stop you right there.
Let me ask you this.
Boston Dynamics is awesome, and this is going to save human race.
You think so?
I left out a lot of words in that sentence. So
save human race.
You just figure it out. You figure out what I mean and continue, my friend.
I think with good reason, I give them some stick because I'm a little concerned with the work that they do.
Right. Oh, meaning that you don't think they do good work.
Well,
Do you think they're like poor?
I don't think their
workmanship?
craftsmanship is poor.
Okay.
No. I'm saying I think that they think it's really cool to get robots to do all sorts of fun things without considering what that might lead to.
Like blowjobs.
Well, that would be fine.
Right.
Blowjobs are acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Episode title. No. So Ghost Robotics is another company that I've just discovered.
Yes.
I got some concerns about. So let me start by reading a little bit of their mission statement on their website.
All right.
First of all, the tagline: "Robots that feel the world."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Blowjobs.
Ghost Robotics is revolutionizing legged robotics and the market for autonomous unmanned ground vehicles, UGVs, that sounds scary, used on unstructured terrain for industrial, mining, and energy, defense, of course, and public safety application. Right. It's for our own safety.
Matt, let me ask you this.
Okay.
We spend a lot on our defense budget, as do many, many countries.
Sure.
Wouldn't it be awesome if instead of call it defense, we start just calling it offense?
I think that would be cool.
I think that would be awesome.
The offense department.
Because a lot of these robots, like Boston Dynamics and this one you're going to talk about, seem a little bit more like they're on the offense than the defense.
I think that that's a fair statement. By the way, it goes on to say in that sentence, our quadrupedal UGVs, aka Q-UGVs, are unstoppable.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. I love how it's just right there in the fucking literature. They're telling you, and people are still like, yeah, it's cool though. Looks cool. It goes on to say, by reducing complexity, we inherently increase durability, agility, and battery life and reduce the cost to build and deploy autonomous robots. There's that fucking trigger word again.
Deploy?
Deploy.
That's your trigger word?
Well, it's one of them. I mean, they're talking about
autonomous
deploying robots.
Didn't freak you out, but the deploy part did.
That does too, but the fact that they're actually saying deploy, like they are fucking
it's
deploying
a mission.
troops.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Our modular design model allows ecosystem vendors to build solution-specific Q-UGVs for virtually any use case.
All right.
Like, I don't know, maybe crowd control when the masses rise up and realize you're fucking building these, weapons of mass destruction and they don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Now you got the tools to fucking keep them at bay.
Right. Or like if you want to defend the Second Amendment, unless the person holding a gun is a person of color, now you got all this stuff to take the guns out of their hands.
Right. They've got those Q-UGVs.
That's it.
Q-UGVs. That just doesn't roll off the tongue at all. That's a hard one.
Amendment 2, WPO.
You're going to get a license plate. Q-UGV for me. There you go. Denied. So this company has two products in particular that scared me to death, and I shared the videos with you because I wanted you to take a look at them. First is the Ghost Minitaur, not Minotaur, Minitaur.
Right.
Described as a medium-sized legged robot highly adept at perceiving tactile sensations.
Would it be shocking for you to know that, so I watched these videos today, that I have been sent that video many, many times already?
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was funny because I'm like, oh, what is this? Because the title of it, I'd never read the title, but as soon as I clicked on it, I'm like, oh, I know, little dude.
It's hard to keep them all. It's hard to keep track of them all because I'll get stuff sent to us through our Twitter feed. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. And then I'll stumble onto articles. And then half the time, like, I'll look at an article and be like, this is from January 2015. Like, how did I miss this? So some of the stuff I just missed, you know, in real time. Its high torque motors, motor controllers, and specialized leg design allow this machine to run and jump over difficult terrain, climb fences and stairs, and open doors. High speed and high resolution encoders let the robot see and feel the ground through the motors and adapt faster than the blink of an eye. So this thing looks like a fucking TV tray. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it does.
With legs. It can kind of like hop and flip itself over, which is hilarious. It can climb stairs. It can jump. It can climb fences, although very, very slowly.
Yes.
Did you see how long it took that thing?
Right, but that was the scariest part.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because everything else, I'm like, all right. I've
stairs
got friends that build cars that
good.
can do that stuff.
Yeah.
But the climbing of the fence, because it doesn't have opposable thumbs and it could still find a way to grip onto that thing and not fall. It didn't fall once.
No. I mean, they had to do a time lapse to speed it up because it does go very slowly, but it makes it. And all the
if
fucking
you're on the other side of that fence,
You're just waiting for your death.
Yeah.
And all the backflips. I love how it does like a backflip to open that fucking door. It can like knock the fucking handle off the door.
It knocked it up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdo. Did you see how beat the shit that door was?
Oh, that was hilarious. I love
that. Was a test door.
One of my favorite things was all this stuff in the background. Like one guy had like a freaking $6,000 carbon fiber bike in the background. And I'm like, oh, you freaking IT awesome people.
Right. Fucking IT people.
I'm only saying it's a guy because it was a big frame. I'm not sure it was a guy. But if it's a girl, I'm sorry. But you're very, very big then. You're very tall.
The only practical application I can find for this thing would be to like fucking remove a bomb. That's about it. I don't want this thing to do anything else. The other thing, unless you had anything else to say about that one.
No, I have something else to say about the second video, but go on.
The Vision 60 Q-UVG Prototype.
Right.
This thing looks like a fucking cricketer walking around with no head.
Right. And it was funny because they say it's walking blind because it doesn't have the thermal and night sensor vision freaking head on it. I can only imagine. I hope they make the head look freaking hilarious.
Like a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, like something, either something totally insane, like it's Richard Nixon, or something so cool that you're like, now I kind of want to like it.
Yeah.
They dress it up as an AT-AT or AT-AT, depending on where you fall in the Star Wars universe. But how cool would that thing look as an AT-AT just walking on its own? And if I was the military buying these, I'd make them all look like AT-ATs.
Well, sure. Because that's just gonna bring instant respect. People are gonna freak out right away.
And then
they're gonna know about the leg thing, though.
I think these things are beyond that.
Got to wrap those cords around the legs, and you got it.
That would be the Soviets have little fighters.
Drones.
Like,
they have little drones. They just wrap that thing around. Deploy the cable. What was that guy's name? Dak was the guy who got capped in the back of his. But they just one of the things that freaks me out the most about it is they just look like little fucking creepy crawly bugs, and this is going to surprise a lot of our listeners.
Yeah,
not a big bug guy.
No. But to me, they look like little animals. They don't look like bugs.
They look like bugs to me. The way they kind of saunter around, I don't know. You know how those cockroaches be sauntering around.
I've never seen a bug saunter like walk into a room like, holy crap, is that a bug? Oh no, it's sauntering. It's all right. It's like, hey buddy, what's up?
I'm kind of aroused.
Just chilling over here. I'm gonna go chill over there now.
What's up, cricket?
Hey man, I'm chilling, walking up your wall. You just move that piece of wood in the backyard. Look at all us chilling.
We're
sauntering over here.
Don't pick up that phone and call the exterminator. We're cool.
We'll come and saunter out.
Well, you know what? We'll come back later.
Yeah.
You're busy. Oh man.
The end of the second video, did you see? So that has it pans and all you see are people's feet.
Yeah.
And there's one set of feet that's attached to military fatigues.
Yes.
I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's all over now.
The real reason.
We're gonna sell those to Turkey now too.
Anyway, that's all I had to say. I just was very put off by these things that were new to me. I had not seen them before.
Yes.
And of course, they just scared me to death. But last week on This Week in Russia,
yeah,
we got on the topic of perfumes and colognes.
Mm-hmm. I like to go with parfum, but all right.
Parfum, cologne, eau de toilette. And, the one called sexual harassment, which is, really not well named. Yours, your idea for priest was really good.
Vice President Biden.
Oh,
too soon?
Ripped from the headlines.
There we go.
It's funny because I was talking to my brother about that several weeks ago, like 3 or 4 weeks back. And we were talking about who was in the race. And we're like, is Biden going to jump in there? And we both were like, those Good Time Joe stories are going to come out, and there's going to be some shit. Like, people are going to come out and be like, he maybe didn't even do anything like too crazy, but just was real loose with his physicality toward women. You know what I mean?
And what's funny is even the women are saying like, look, this wasn't cool, but we know he's not a bad guy. It just he needs to learn this isn't okay.
Right.
And so I was speaking
Stop
with
smelling
somebody.
my hair from behind. That's not good.
I was speaking with somebody who pulled the ultimate, you can't do anything anymore.
Here we go.
And so my response was, hey man, I'm with you. But let me ask you this. How old's your son? And I don't know, 17. I'm like, hey, would you be cool if I did that to him?
Yeah.
And they were like, what's a butt?
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
Different story.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's what it's like, man. I said,
Yeah.
but now that I know that you're cool with it, I'm gonna let everybody know.
Where's your son?
Yeah. Then I asked somebody else. Unfortunately in my life I had a couple people say like, what's the big deal? And I'm like, yeah, oh, cool. So you're totally fine if someone else says that to your wife?
Yeah. Stops them dead in their tracks.
Yeah.
So you're going to come sauntering into the room and go sniff that guy's son's hair.
Right. And I also
sauntering Nick. Sauntering Neil. I was called you Nick.
That's fair enough. I've also my belief has been affirmed that guys are just really stupid. Sadly.
Oh, sure.
I'm not saying all guys. I'm not trying to diss on guys, but I am a guy. I know a lot of guys, and my God, are they stupid?
You have a lot of guy friends?
No. Thankfully not. I have very little. Very, very little. And now that I'm married, I have no friends at all. But
oh boy.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna get the couch out and lay you down and start talking about all that stuff.
If we're gonna get see, there you go. Another guy. Let's get the couch out and lay down. Yeah.
Lay
all
down.
right, buddy.
What's the matter?
That's not how movies are made anymore, my friend.
I'm gonna go saunter out and get some coffee and come right back.
It's a good thing I didn't go off on a tangent and I stayed focused on your.
You're doing great.
You know, if
you're doing a good job.
I don't even
man.
know I don't know how you put up with this. I'm surprised you just don't want to freaking I don't know.
End it all.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
I've thought about it a lot.
I would imagine.
Perfume advertising largely features unchallenging, blandly aspirational celebrities. Perfume names denote their floral and agreeable characteristics. You certainly don't expect to see perfumes with names such as Fat Electrician or I Am Trash.
Wow.
But that is exactly what one unusual Parisian parfumier has decided to call two of their scents. Now, I'm going to warn you.
Okay.
I'm going to do a lot of really bad French pronunciations throughout this segment.
Okay. Fair enough. But if you're going to do that, you have to do it in a French accent.
Well, I'm going to try.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going to do like Pepe Le Pew?
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
We'll find out together.
All right. Let's do this.
So then again, Etat Libre d'Orange is about as far from a normal perfumer
that
as you
actually
could
sounded pretty good.
Possibly hope to find. Creator Etienne de Swart.
Not as good as the first one.
I know. I was a little bit weaker there. Quote, I was born a storyteller and not a perfumer. Okay, guy.
Is that how you were born? I was born with the 3 parts of my skull folded up on top of themselves, squeezed through my mother's vagina. I don't remember coming out as a storyteller.
Or a perfumer. That'd be odd.
Well, I'm sure there was a stink.
Congratulations.
There was a stink coming out because, that episiotomy doesn't go well for everybody.
Go to the, oh God. I was going to say go to the ultrasound and I almost said autopsy. Oh,
go to the
terrible,
autopsy.
Terrible slip.
And
go to the
this
autopsy.
Would have been your baby. And good night.
go to the ultrasound and they're like, oh, it's a perfumer. You're having twin
I have
perfumers.
so many terrible, terrible jokes right now.
Well, sorry, I was wrong. You're having one perfumer and one storyteller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Etat Libre d'Orange currently has a collection of 34 scents and describes themselves as a, quote, gallery of avant-garde perfumes.
He's 18 cents of fitty.
Perhaps the most controversial of their fragrances is Secretions Magnifiques.
Oh, that's solid. I like it. Dude, you're nailing. This is not nearly as much fun as I was hoping it was going to be.
In the parentheses, it says, or magnificent secretions. Like, yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I figured that out. A perfume designed to literally smell like sex.
Hold on a second. Let me ask you this, Matt.
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
I don't exactly know. I mean, I have a really good idea about you and your lady friend's physical intimacy.
You have a really good idea?
Well,
how do you figure?
Pictures. But
I never turn my webcam off, do I?
if you could like one day work the word secretions into your fun time with your fun time might not be specific enough, into your physical intimate time with your lady friend.
Love making?
Yeah. I would like that. And I kind of feel like this has to be a little bit like Top Gun. I need proof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It'll be like, instead of the usual disappointing, sorry, I came, I'll be like, sorry, I just emitted my secretions.
That's fair. That's fair. And then when we're recording, she can just walk by in the background and go, yeah, he totally admitted his secretion, and then walk through.
Premature secretions.
Yeah. The old PS. That's what it means on the bottom
PS.
of a letter.
I love PS. No, you don't. Nobody loves
Yeah.
PS.
No. PS. Oh, really? It's a work email. Damn it.
This is where it gets crazy. Oh, so sorry. This perfume designed to literally smell like sex.
Don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to your lady friend. I'm okay.
I will.
Yeah.
When she gets home.
Yeah.
It's designed to smell like sex. Blood, sweat, semen, and saliva.
Blood, sweat, semen, and saliva.
Mixed together. Breathe it in.
I get the sweat, semen, and saliva, but there isn't a blood often. Is there for you?
Well, it depends. There's a lot of reasons that there could be blood in play, I suppose.
Oh, you mean like spanky, spanky, let me roll the tanky? I don't know what that means.
There could be going into places that have not been explored before.
The ear canal.
Right. There could be a particular time
menstrual
of
sex.
Yes, exactly. So there could be some blood in there.
Right. But that doesn't
You would
seem
hope
like it would
that
be
not
most
usually,
yeah,
though, there's blood.
I would think if your scent wanted to smell like sex, it would be the usual. Well, maybe that's the usual sex for some
I would
people.
hope blood is not usually in play.
I
when
would
you're having
hope
sex.
not.
Let's limit it to the secretions.
Right.
Those magnifique secretions. Quote, this is where it gets crazy. Quote, when I was a young teen, I was worried about the AIDS crisis, said Deswart. Secretions magnifique is very connected to the 80s and to the viral risk. I thought about doing a perfume that would smell exactly like the situation, where you don't know if you're going for it or if you're protecting yourself from what you want. You're at that point between pornography and romanticism. You're lost between attraction and repulsion. It's a very dual perfume.
Okay, hold on.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
This sounds like that Spinal Tap line. There's a fine line between clever and stupid. Like, what was it? Repulsion and what?
You are lost between attraction and repulsion. I am totally turned on by you and kind of disgusted.
There's miles apart. I mean, no, I don't get to attraction. I'm like, I'm not sure I'm attracted to you. And then like, oh, you're...
Pornography and romanticism, sure.
No.
But I mean, you can mix those two together.
What?
I'm saying like it's a romantic experience, but you're also like really,
No, I don't know. Explain this a little bit more.
Getting after it, like you feel...
Pornography, what's the definition of pornography?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay, give me the definition
I need
of pornography.
the Google machine. Cut this part out. Printed or visual material containing the explicit description or display of sexual organs or activity intended to stimulate erotic rather than aesthetic or emotional feelings. So no, it's totally different.
It's a line between, dude. You're caught between the two.
There's a world between those two.
Well, you're in the middle, being pulled from both ends.
No, my arms are not that long.
I wish this was visual right now.
No,
my arms are being pulled apart.
It's not like the difference between eroticism and pornography.
So you would have chosen them to say eroticism and romanticism, not pornography.
Romanticism is like, I love you, I want to be... It's not necessarily sexual, let alone pornographic. Pornographic is like, we're just doing this to stimulate your cock and balls and maybe your clit.
And I love you. So I'm pulled in both directions.
Right.
I really care for you and I want to be nurturing, but I really want to bang the shit out of you. That's
No. I only want to bang. I'm really caring and nurturing, but only want to bang the shit out of you simply for sexual stimulation.
You're just
not for a...
You're stuck. You're in no man's land.
Okay, I see we're going to agree to disagree about this.
Well, I mean, I think the attraction or repulsion is more confusing.
Well,
but
would
whatever.
you like a romantic dinner or a pornographic dinner?
Well, that depends.
Yeah,
Depends
the
on my
line
mood.
is so fine. I don't know.
It's close. Again,
do the candles go on the table or in my butt? You tell me.
What you don't see with my arm, with my visual display of me being pulled back and forth, is I'm holding on to both sides.
Like
I'm not strapped.
It's another
I'm
crucifixion. It's another crucifixion. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Did you just hear I said I'm not strapped? Oh, man. Where's YouTube when you need it? Okay. So let me share a few of their other products. They're kind of funny.
By all means, please do.
And then we can wrap this.
It's the difference between life and death.
No, that's like too much. Well, I guess it's about right. I'm not going to explain any of these because I just looked at the names.
Yes.
I didn't want to get that deep into it.
No.
Les fleurs du déquet.
The flower of the hat?
Les fleurs du déquet. So you'd think there'd be flour in there. It translates to I am trash. Now, I guess the I am trash one is made of all these recycled materials. That's why it's trash.
Okay. Yeah. Like used condoms.
Yes, right. That exactly.
That smell's got to be great.
Used for pornography or romantic purposes. You or someone like you. Hey, close enough.
Yeah. But isn't that from an Adele song?
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't know. You're the one who listens to Post Malone.
Like you.
Start singing some Post Malone for me.
Oh, okay, there you go. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. I'm on this Post Malone kick, bro.
You clearly are.
Dude, it's awesome.
Can't go with you on that.
Oh, really? Have you checked it out?
A little bit. Not a big fan.
A little bit. How about give it a moderate bit? I'll send you some stuff. Don't worry about it, bro.
Fine. Okay. I'll try to get around to it. Is it somewhere between attraction or repulsion?
It's somewhere between music I absolutely love and Dead Elvis. I mean, the line is so fine.
It's so close. Could go either way. Putain de palaces.
Bitch of the palace?
Fucking palaces. That's what it translates to.
Okay. I was close.
Now, is that it's a palace where I'm fucking, or is that fucking palaces? I'm so sick of them.
So sick of palaces. I mean, if I have to pay to have another goddamn palace clean.
I'm so sick of them.
Oh, maybe palace is a euphemism for like butt.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Only you would go there.
Not only me.
Fucking
I'm not
butts.
the only. I'm not. What do you mean?
That's
only
what it
you?
should be called.
fucking
butts.
Yeah. Then you're like, are we fucking butts or is it fucking butts? Yeah.
Next up, Tom of Finland. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe a little clammy, maybe a hint of BO.
Hold on, that's the scent?
The scent is called Tom.
I thought it was going to be a quote from Tom of Finland.
No, Tom of Finland is the scent.
Tom. It's a cat on a frozen tin roof.
It's got a little bit of litter smell stuck to its back parts, hind parts.
Yeah. And if it's Mr. Chubbs, it's not smelling very good right now.
Mr. Chubbs. Yeah. Let's not bring Chubbs.
Let's pour some out for Chubbs.
Let's do that.
I miss the Chubber.
He was a good little kitty. Dangerous Complicity. Ooh.
Oh, that I actually like.
That sounds like by Calvin Klein.
That sounds like a terrible thrash metal band that used to be a glam band. That they're like, we're not making it. We're 50 years old. Let's start a thrash metal band. Dangerous Complicity.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's Joe Biden's frickin'.
Oh no! Dangerous Complicity by Biden.
That's it.
Rien.
What?
R-I-E-N. Rien.
Oh, is that a song by is that like Rihanna by not Rihanna? Rhiannon? What's the song by Fleetwood Mac?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the song by Fleetwood Mac that Stevie Nicks sings? Rhiannon?
I don't know that song.
Oh, you don't? I now got.
Maybe I know the song, but I don't know the title.
Oh, balls.
This literally means nothing.
Oh, there we go.
So you wonder if it just smells like, it's just blank. These fucking suckers. Fat Electrician is next.
All right. Yeah, it's
now you got me.
I don't know. Yeah. You know the song, though.
Okay, you send me that one on top of your Post Malone tracks.
Maybe he does a cover of it. It might be awesome.
Fat Electrician.
Yeah.
What a fucking name. So is it got, what is that?
It smells like butt crack.
Does it smell like butt crack, but also with a hint of of buzz in the air?
Fat Electrician. So it could smell like solder.
Burnt. Something's burnt.
Could smell like solder.
Yeah. There you go.
Could smell like rat poop.
Solder butt crack.
Solder butt crack.
Jasmine et cigarette. That's a fun combo. Jasmine and cigarettes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to finish that thought. Thank you, though.
Remember that time you were hanging out in a whorehouse? Yeah. Jasmine et cigarette.
Hey, Dad, remember that time you were hanging?
Just hanging out.
Why is one of my sisters named Jasmine and the other one called Siggy? What's going on here?
Don't worry about it. Incense et bubblegum.
Incense and bubblegum?
It translated to frankincense and bubblegum,
Okay.
which I thought was even better.
Right.
Because I believe that's what they brought.
One
Jesus,
of the three
baby
wise men.
Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheap bastard brought frankincense because the other guy brought myrrh. That's cool.
Here's some myrrh, here's some gold, here's some frankincense, and the other guy's like, dude, I got Hubba Bubba in here somewhere.
It's like a big chew.
Joseph's like, cool, we're cool now. We're
Yeah.
cool. Because frankincense, come on, man.
Yeah.
Gotta do better. Finally,
I showed up with 3 nails, and they're like, too soon.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
not ready.
Back.
He is way
I'll
too
come back.
It'll happen. Give him 35 years or so.
At 2 Brute, and they were like, dude, wrong freaking story.
Yeah,
like,
you're
all
way
right,
off.
I'm out.
Although the time frame is roughly
It's pretty
close.
much close, yeah.
Yeah, only about 40, 50 years apart.
And there was
Finally,
one guy saying, anybody want to buy a printing press? And everyone was like, nah, man, we're good.
No, man, we're cool.
That's not
We don't
that's
need
not the
shit.
way
That
of the
shit's
future.
never going to take off.
Yeah. It's all about stories, man.
Je suis un homme,
A
which
sweet
is
homie?
translates to I am a man,
Oh.
which is a great scent to wear if you're like trying to tell the guy you've been dating that you're actually a man and not a woman.
Has this happened?
I got you this bottle of Je suis un homme.
I like how I hear
Get it?
Je suis en home, and I'm like, well, sweet sounds like sweet. So sweet, dude. What's going on?
No, je suis meaning I am, and
yeah.
un homme, a man. So there you go. That's all of them. By the way, I looked up the guy on their site. He looks like a bottle of French cologne.
Oh, really?
You should look him up. It's itatlibredeorange.com.
You got the orange
Got that?
thing down.
I can really drill that orange. I think it's from listening to too many stand-up specials by Eddie Izzard, or I think it's actually supposed to be pronounced Eddie. It's Eddie Izzard is how I think you're supposed to pronounce it, but we always used to call it Eddie Izzard. Yeah.
He's awesome.
He is great, and he does a lot of shit in French. Have you ever seen him do his French stuff? Where he does the bit where he's trying to tell the story, and that there's like stuff on the stage. He's trying to describe, or he's out in the street, and he's trying to describe something, and like the monkey knows he's describing a monkey in a tree, and the monkey knows his French as shit, so it keeps doing crazy stuff.
Right.
And he's trying to describe it.
Yeah, he's good. He's so smart about stuff going on in the world.
Yeah.
Him and Ricky Gervais have that similar, where they have this very plain, very straightforward view on the world, and they're like, we're all idiots, but some people are just so much more idiotic than everybody else.
Well, and he does a lot of historical stuff, which is fun. And is that how most people describe history as fun? I do.
Yeah.
But I saw him live in Seattle once, and he was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He's even better live. So there you go. Eddie Izzard.
Lizard the Izzard.
So that is all we have this week. Thank you for listening to our show. Find us at reasonsareseveral.com. You can go to don'tgotopless.store and buy some of our gear.
Freaking get after it.
I know some of that shit went out, and some people have received that gear.
I got some gear. I bought some gear, and I got some gear.
Go check out Neil's other podcast, Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks, as well as the Halos and Heathens vlog on YouTube. You can tweet at us at ReasonsAre. Neil is at AngelsFreak7. And you can also email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. And we will be back next week. Adieu.
It's all history.
Bye.